Hola, 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 and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura Rods. If you don't know me, I am a private counselor and holistic life coach. I help you create the life that you deserve by connecting with your inner child through self-care, self-love, journaling, and mindfulness. I am very, very happy to be here. I am gonna talk today about something that I believe a lot of us get confused about is why traditional goal setting or the normal regular vision board doesn't work, or why we don't accomplish our goals, and the things that we can do to actually achieve whatever we have in mind, whatever we feel in our hearts. And to do that, I want to pull up, I want to start telling you guys, or I want to start guiding you, I guess, through what I do and how I accomplish my goals every single year. I think I started formulating or creating goals, I think back in 2014, maybe. It's been a long time. And I started with things like buying myself a desk, or buying myself a camera, or buying myself I don't know, it was all about material things in the beginning. And it's been evolving, and it's been getting more and more specific about the life that I want to live, more than the things that I want to have. So that's one of the I guess one of the first advices that I want to give you is more about creating goals, but not about anything that you want. It's more about the life that you want to create. Why is this goal is important for you to accomplish in order to live your life, or in order to live the life that you deserve? So the one of the things that I do is I before anything, I try to audit my year. For example, like right now we're in 2026. In December, I start auditing my 2025 year. For example, like what is it that I did, and what are the things that I missed? So I'm gonna share my iPad screen here so you guys can know what I'm talking about. So basically, I cut a paper in half, for example, and I did the things that I accomplish and the things that I miss. So, for example, the things that I accomplished, and I had a lot of accomplishment this year's, but for example, starting my business, my LLC, I started private practice as a counselor, and then so on and so forth. And the things that I missed was quitting my job. I wasn't able to quit my job. And I guess I go into this. So one of my goals for 2025 was to quit my job, and I couldn't quit my job. So I still have a job. And then one of the things that I also didn't accomplish was and another thing that I didn't accomplish that I really wanted to accomplish it in 2025, but I didn't, was to go more into marketplaces. So farmers markets, just regular markets. So I'm just going to put marketplaces here. And then I didn't commit to the gym like I thought I would, and I wanted to. So the gym situation, I'm just going to put it here. So then I start auditing, right? Like, what are the things that I accomplished? What are the things that I didn't accomplish? And then I ask myself, why didn't I accomplish these things? And then I ask, okay, so do I want to bring this into 2026? Or do I want to quit this goal? The one thing I do in my life is that I'm very flexible with myself. I'm very flexible with my goals. For example, like I'm going to share with you right now, like the reason why I didn't quit my job is because I decided that in the beginning, of the year, I decided I want to quit this job. I don't want to be tied to a job. I want to have my own practice. I want to make certain amount of money, and I want to do everything to be an entrepreneur, a independent, I guess, entrepreneur or whatever, and whatever, right? So I wanted to have my own thing. However, one of the things that stopped me from quitting my job was definitely the benefits. The insurance that we have right now is amazing. My kid suffers from allergy, and we are about to get him into a treatment this year. My husband's insurance is not as great as mine. I also get very sick very often, and I also like just usually go to the hospital a lot of times a year. So my immune system is always very weak. So that was one of the main reasons why I didn't quit my job. And then the other reason that allowed me to stay in this job was because it's very flexible. I can actually, because I do therapy with people and I go visit clients and or patients, I can write the notes and reports any time of the day. It can be 1 a.m., it can be 2 a.m., it can be 7 a.m. It doesn't really matter when I do it, as long as I do it within the deadline and I don't submit them late. My boss, my supervisor is really, really nice. She's really amazing. Like, I have no complaints about my supervisor. And I'm not saying that because who knows who's gonna watch this video, but I'm telling you, like, she's really, really nice, really understanding. And she's also a mother. So she understands what it is, to have kids, to have to work overnight instead of in the morning, or I don't know, submitting paperwork at 8 or 9 p.m. instead of 3 p.m. So she's really, really nice, really, really cool. I get to work from home, even though I go out to visit clients. I love that the rest of the time I'm home. And another thing that also allowed me to stay in my job is because I want to expand. I want to expand my network, my exposure, everything. So when I go to places, when I get clients and I have to go to different places, I want to be able to find community centers around there. I want to be able to find churches around there, places where I can go and offer my services and ask the people to add me as a referral, or maybe provide some free resources like a planner, a journal, a speaking event, anything. So I'm gonna use that as an approach as well. So those are the reasons why I didn't quit my job this year. But then the marketplaces, I was just too lazy to do that. Do I want to do that in 2026? I don't know yet. I got all the things, guys. I got a tent, I got a table, I got the inventory, I got everything ready. The problem is with this marketplaces is that I'm lazy. I don't know if I'm physically eligible for these things because my husband in this area, he's supportive. He would wake up and take me there, but I hate to bother him when it's my business, when it's my thing. So I think he would go with me and he would allow me to set up. But what if he can't go and set up with me and I have to be doing all this physical work in a marketplace? I don't know. That scares me. So that's the reason why I didn't do the marketplace. But I feel that God is calling me. And actually, last week, somebody was promoting a marketplace indoors, so I don't have to set up a tent. I think my biggest fear is to have that freaking thing falling. I don't know. Like, it freaks me out. Anyway, so If it's indoor, I think it would be a little bit better. So I actually reached out to the lady who was promoting it, and I hope I can get as a vendor. If I do get as a vendor there, I would definitely do it. And that would be my first marketplace of the year. And then the gym situation, I am just not committed to this. I feel that even though I know how good it is for myself, I haven't found a system for me to actually execute it, for me to actually achieve this goal. Plus, I don't have major goals for the gym. It's more like a habit. It's more like a healthy thing to do, like going to the doctor or going to the dentist or having a facial every so often, or maybe I don't know, like brushing my teeth, something that I know that I need to create as a habit, but I don't have a way of me saying, oh, I need to lose 20 pounds. Like, I don't want to lose weight. I feel good. I feel good with my weight at the moment. I don't want to lose weight. I don't want to gain weight. I don't want to, I don't know, like, people go to the gym to lose weight or gain muscle. And I really don't care. It sounds bad, and I know that I should have goals around this thing because it's my body. But honestly, I don't care about my looks like that. I guess I care about how I feel more than how I look nowadays. Anything else, like, I think I'm okay with the way my arms look, my legs look, my stomach not, because I have two kids. So there's nothing I can do about my situation at the gym, honestly. I have to really get honest with myself, and there's nothing the gym will do for my boobs, which is my biggest insecurity right now. And then there's nothing the gym will do to my stomach, because I have two kids, and whatever I do at the gym is not going to fix my problem, because my problem is from having kids, stretching my skin, or my boobs falling because of my age and gravity and breastfeeding and all those things. So I guess with all that being said, I guess I don't have a main goal for the gym. I don't have something so solid that I'm like, okay, I'm pre-diabetic, or I am trying to lose 20 pounds, or I'm trying to lose 10 pounds, or I'm trying to gain pounds, or I'm trying to build muscle. I don't care, really. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is about me, but I don't care. I would love to tone. I would like to just, maintain my body, maintain my my muscle. I don't know, like, feel tone. But I definitely do not want to look like an athlete or a built up person or a ripped person with muscle. Like, no. So I guess that's my situation with the gym. So what do I do about this? So in this case, what I want to do is I want to make sure the marketplace, I get it. I feel that the marketplace, I want to bring it into 2026. So I'm going to create here 2026. The things that I want to do is definitely marketplaces. And I'm sorry about my, I don't even know if you can see. Let me see. Okay, so one is marketplaces. And then what am I going to do about the marketplaces? And this is before I create the vision board, okay? So what am I going to do about marketplaces is I'm going to look only indoor marketplaces, because I noticed that my biggest fear is the tent. So the tent is something that stresses me about going into a marketplace, and the tent is something that is stopping me from succeeding and from achieving this goal. So I'm gonna get indoor marketplaces. Okay, so I'm gonna do indoor marketplaces only. And then another thing that I want to do is count how many marketplaces do I want to do for the year. So I want to aim for 10 events a year. So 10 events in 2026. indoor marketplaces. So I'm going to start looking into indoor marketplaces, and they need to be indoors so I don't feel scared about the tent. So that's my number one goal. Say another one that I'm going to bring over to 2026 is the gym situation. So my gym situation. So what I want to do in this area is, okay, how am I going to make myself accountable, and how am I going to make myself disciplined to go to the gym? So what I want to do is, instead of me killing myself because I hate going to the gym and lifting weights, what I want to do is find activities that I can do. I want to lift weights once a week. So I'm going to lift one time per week. I want to do more fun than actually working out. So I want to bike ride once a week. And when I go to the gym, I usually spend, like, I don't know, an hour to 2 hours at the gym. So what I want to do is I want to go and lift weights for my full body. So this is what I'm thinking in my head. So I'm going to do full body of lifting weights once a week. The bike, I'm going to ride 5 miles once a week. So I have to go on a bike ride for 5 miles once a week. I'm going to lift full body weights, or I'm going to work out on my full body once a week at the gym. And then I want to do yoga, because yoga is stretching, is really good for me. I want to do that also once a week. And then one thing I want to add, that I feel that it's something I haven't done ever, and I hate it, and I'm so scared, but I don't know. I feel like I want to do it. I want to challenge myself. I love to dance, and I love twerking. I'm not going to lie. I grew up with reggaeton, and it's something that it's in my blood. My grandpa was very like como paricero, like he was always at parties. He loved to dance. He was really, really happy, alive kind of man. And then my mom usually tells me too that my dad was also very happy, very like paricero. And he was a party guy. He loved to dance and he loved music. So I think I got that from my grandpa and from my dad, because my mom no, o sea, mi mamá no baila para nada. Mi abuela tampoco. O sea, mi abuela sí baila, pero not really. Luego mis tías y primos, no tengo así como que un primo así paricero like me. Like, I've been the one at the clubs every weekend. My husband loves to dance, so my husband and I dance a lot, and things like that. So, however, I dance at the club because nadie me está viendo y puedo hacer el ridículo and nobody cares, right? Pero when it comes to Zumba, oh my God. Guys, no puedo, soy la peor, because my ADHD doesn't allow me to go and to dance. Like, I lose focus. I don't follow. I don't like it. And that's one of the reasons why it's hard for me to do yoga too. When I do yoga, I actually do more of what I want than what the teacher is saying or asking for, because of my ADHD. Like, if you tell me like do left, I'm gonna do right, and I probably stay there, and then I already lost the next step. So it's really hard for me to follow. And then that's the reason why I never done Zumba. However, I do like music. I love to dance. And my husband and I don't go dancing like that anymore. My husband and I usually now go to dinners and maybe like a nice restaurant, sit down. I don't like the music loud anymore. I'm old and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I don't want to go to a club, be all sweaty, being around people that smell, and then like just coming home late, get up the next morning all sick or tired and not wanting to even get up. And I don't enjoy that anymore. I love music, I love to party, but I don't enjoy the club anymore. So I am gonna go and I want to start doing Zumba. So I want to do Zumba or dancing here once a week. So this is my plan for this year. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 times a week. I want to work out, but I don't want to commit to something that I don't enjoy, because I think that's one of the issues why 2025 was not successful for me, because I push myself to do things that I don't enjoy. Like I go to the gym and lift weights and start like freaking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like why? Why am I doing this? Like I hate it. I drag it. I don't enjoy a second of it. I go in there and I'm like, okay, I understand. Yeah, if I had to go cut the grass or lift or something in my house, I'm working out because I need to move things around and there is a purpose for it. But why am I here freaking lifting this weight for nothing? Like there's no reason. I'm not accomplishing anything more than ripping my muscle. Like, no, I want to have a purpose, or I want to do something with the weights, so I was also thinking that maybe what I want to do is, instead of lifting at the gym, I can lift here at the house. I can find something like gardening, like that takes a lot of strength when I'm moving things around, or if I'm like, planting things, I need to pick up the soil, bring it in, dig, like bring in the plants, or just be on my knees and trying to do the soil thing. So I guess I would also try or find ways to replace this lifting thing that I know is really, really important for myself, for my body, for my muscles. This is, I guess, like I don't remember what podcast I saw, and they said that lifting for women is like critical, like especially when you're reaching 40, which I am almost at 40. They said that it's really, really critical for you to lift weights, and that's why I am incorporating it once a week. Otherwise, I would never ever lift anything. I am not about that life. So I'm gonna do lifting once a week. I'm gonna try an alternative, something that allows me to lift weights here in the house, but doing something different, not at the gym. Then I'm gonna go bike riding. I love bike riding. I've been bike riding since I was 6 years old, and I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. One of the favorite things to do in my life is that. And I remember, for me, when I'm bike riding, it's more like meditation and escape. I remember when I was little, like I would get in trouble. I was always in trouble, guys. So when I would get in trouble, I would pick up my bike and just go as far as I was allowed in my bike. And I would use it as a emotional support, as a distress, as a like escaping, getting away, going away from my situations and just coping, I guess. So bike for me is a must, and I need it in my life, especially with the type of job that I do. I do need to distress. I need to cope. I need to relax. I need to meditate. And that goes into yoga as well. Yoga to me is more than the movement. It's the connection with my body. That right there allows me to connect, allows me to go within. And I just put meditation music here in my garage, and I start, I don't do a full class. I don't do a full set. I think yoga is more than that. I think for me, it's like I do body scanning. And then I go through like, okay, where do I feel the stress in my body? And I try to do like 3-4 poses about that. And then I go in child's pose and I meditate. And it's more like a ritual for me. And that truly, truly helps me. And then Zumba, because I love to party, I want to incorporate partying in my life in 2026. I want to go back to being me without having to go to the club, without having to go party, come home late, wake up tired the next day, or wake up like feeling exhausted and my and if I wear high heels, then the next day I can't even feel my feet. So no, I'm not doing that at this age. So I'm gonna use Zumba. I'm gonna dance for that. So that's what I want to do. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Whenever you what is it, like, you plan your goals, the main thing you want to do is step one is audit your last year. Two, decide if that goal is important or not in 2026. And then three, find new ways that you can achieve this goal. So find ways, fun or meaningful ways, find meaningful ways, oh my God, to achieve the goal or accomplish the goal. Okay? So, and when you do these things, this is good for if you're going to carry over your goals that you didn't accomplish. But for new goals, you can actually do that too. For example, like, you decide why. So you create a goal for a new goal for this year, right? For example, create a goal. Decide why you want this. How will this goal help you create the life that you deserve? So the why is important. Is it really, really important for you to have this goal by the end of 2026 in order to live the life that you deserve? Is it really important for you to live the life that you want to create for yourself? You decide. Then number two, find the meaningful ways. So number one is creating the goal. Actually, that's number one. This is number two. Oh my goodness. And this is number three. Creating the goal, the why. Why is it important? And then three, finding meaningful ways to achieve. Okay. So, and I'm sorry about my handwriting. My handwriting is the worst when it comes to, like, here in the iPad. I never cared for it. I guess I'm going to have to now. But these are the things that you can actually do in order to create the goals, in order to achieve the goals that you want, and to be in alignment, to actually make sense, to actually be connected, be motivated. Find the ways that you can actually create meaning for them, and also why are they important, and how can you adapt to that goal? How can you make it happen without you struggling, having so much discipline, having so much fear around this goals, having so much anxiety or worrying that you're not going to accomplish them and things like that. For me, like I said, the marketplaces are really good because they're gonna expose me, my brand, my journals. Which, by the way, if you haven't gotten my purposeful goal planner, is a really, really good planner to have. It allows you to create meaningful goals, stay on task, create to-do lists, break goals into steps, and then action steps, and then just be more organized. So if you create these goals and you don't know how to put them into paper, this journal would help you create the goals. I'm sorry, the goals, the meaning for them, the mini goals, and then action steps, and then how to track every single goal. So it's a really good one to have. You can get it on my Amazon store, or you can go to my website, laurarots.com, and grab it there as well. You can get it digitally or what is it, like physical, the physical paper, like this one. It's a really good one. This is one of the ones that I'm going to concentrate this year. So this is it. I hope that this little thing would help you and will give you a strategy or a way of structuring your new goals for 2026. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, please like this video, subscribe to it, to my channel. Please help me get to 1,000 followers so I can monetize my videos, because I take a lot of time to do these things, and I really wish you guys can support me and help me grow and help me come with more content. Okay, mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on my next video. Okay, bye.